to your MT1 LT5 seminar on locating points on a number line. Uh, do the first 5 questions and then we'll go over them in class or do them just as some prior knowledge. So what I want you to do is I want you to find the points on a directed line segment on a number line that gives a fractional distance from the initial point, and I want you to find the point that partitions a directed line segment on a number line in a given ratio. Well, we'll get started here first. A directed line segment it has an initial point and a terminal point, just like a regular line segment. And I just noticed that I cut off part of my picture here, didn't I? But let's take a look at it. We got the words, but the picture would have been nice. Okay? So we can use a directed line segment. We can calculate fractional distance from the initial point. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the distance from the point. You're going to take that fraction and you're going to add it on to the point. So let's just actually get into doing it. So here's what I want to do. First, I want to find the length of my segment. So AC. Notice I'm going to take 7 minus a -5, or just count. You get 12. Now I'm going to take the fraction of that. So I'm going to take 1/4 of 12. A fourth of 12 is 3. That's the distance I am from my endpoint. So I'm going to go 3 over. Don't leave the answer as 3. 3 is your distance. It is not the endpoint. So since I'm doing a directed line segment, I'm going to start at -5. And I'm going to go to the right 3. Well, what's -5 plus 3? That'll be -2. So in other words, B is going to be at -2. Now let's take a look at another problem here. Julio is biking from his house to the library. His house is 8 blocks to the west of the school, and the library is 4 blocks to the east of the school. If he stops 1/3 of the distance from his house to the library, where does he stop at? So let's draw this picture out. I made it not quite horizontal, but we'll take a look. His house is 8 blocks west of the school. So here's his house. He goes 8 blocks. I'm going to rewrite that because I want the house to be west of the school. Yeah. I'm going to put my house on the other end point. So he's 8 blocks to the west of the school. And then the library is 4 blocks east of the school. So here's your library. Now he is going in this direction. Okay? He's going from west to east. If he stops 1/3 of the distance from the house to the library, well, the house to the library, that's 12 blocks, isn't it? That seems kind of familiar, isn't it? We're going to take 1/3 of 12. That was way too similar to our other example. So he's going to go 4 blocks before he rests. So if we go in 4 blocks, here's his resting point. At what point does he stop? Well, I would say 4 blocks from his house. Now notice on the next one, we're going to talk about ratios. Well, ratio just means instead of a fraction, instead of doing part to whole, we're doing part to part. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, like this is m and this is n, I'm going to add them up to find my total. And then I'm going to do my fraction like I normally do. So don't let the word ratio confuse you, but you do have to do one extra step when they say ratio. And we'll do an example like that on the next video.